Welcome to the Thought Lot, a mini documentary about Postnow PA's project to turn an abandoned factory into a cultural arts center, including work that's been done and work that needs to be done through the efforts of volunteers and through the already donated funds of members of the community, and hopefully with your help, the additional donations needed to complete the project. The roof of the production facility, as you can see, it doesn't look like it's in too bad a shape. A group of volunteers using donated materials patched most of the roof, and we're still in process of finishing a couple corners to ensure that once the facility is open, artwork and programs that are being run inside the facility don't have to worry about bad weather on the outside of the building. General painting on the outside of the facility to allow the building to not only be useful on the inside, but also to be aesthetically proper on the outside. And what used to be a major entrance area to the production facility, Postnow PA has removed a part of the wall that was in a state of disrepair, and also patched, and eventually will be painting areas that wires and piping used to come out of to attach to the other buildings in the complex. The current door will be used for fire exit and will not be the main entrance of the facility any longer. Volunteers using a donated jackhammer removed additional portion of wall by the area that will be part of the fire exit, and is still in process of completing. As we continue to get closer to the entrance of the building, I can see an area that used to be a wall that was jackhammered out, that was filled in using Quikrete. Parking spots, including handicap parking spots with a drop-off for handicap vans, and a drop-off zone for artists bringing collections in, were added to the pavement after the pavement was cleaned. The new main entrance to the facility added a new walkway and door that allows handicap accessibility, and also a push bar on the inside for individuals to leave. Also, in addition, the old windows that have been busted out were replaced with new panels. While at the same time keeping the old structure of the facility with the classic windows that had to be put in one by one by the artistic director, Aaron Trayer. New bathrooms being installed. One we're walking into right now is the handicap bathroom. So not only took the addition of the handicap bathroom and a new additional room, but also the widening of the door into what originally was a storage area. Additional bathrooms in here. The original bathroom of the facility, when it was a production facility, is currently being cleaned and continue to be used as a bathroom. Pipes remaining that are part of the sprinkler system. At one point there were heating pipes and all sorts of other pipes in the ceiling. A group of volunteers using sawzalls cut them out to allow for a more pleasant ceiling environment, and then the scrap metal was sold to be used to buy supplies for other changes in the facility. The new heating system was donated by a couple that believe in this project and is currently in process of being hooked up to gas and electric to allow it to properly function and provide heat in the facility during the winter months. What will eventually be the movie theater and gallery to allow for small 75-person showings of documentary films, independent films, and possibly small plays or performances. This will also be the venue that will start hosting open mic night once the facility is back open, to allow individuals to come and share their creative thoughts, whether it's through music or through the written word or spoken word, on a regular basis in the facility. Track lighting that was in a business that was shutting down, that volunteers went and took down, transported, and then reinstalled within the facility to allow a more pleasant environment and more light for future shows. A completed workstation that will be rented out to individuals with creative abilities for their use to create whatever type of art they feel free to, and another workstation currently being built. The facility's model allows for a ring of workstations around the gallery that, when completely rented out, will pay for rent and utilities, allowing all revenue that comes in from events that Post Now PA produces within the facility to encourage cultural growth and upgrade the facility to allow more uses. Water lines have been installed to allow artists that are renting spaces the opportunity to have access to water, allowing people to create pottery or any other creative outlets that may require water usage. After jackhammering out the previous wall, we added railing to add to the aesthetic value, but also at the same time to keep people from tripping over what used to be the wall. Originally, we had come up with the idea that what we needed to accomplish our goals was $10,000. We are still on budget, and we still need $3,000 in order to be able to reach that goal. So we've looked at what we've already accomplished. Let's do a little bit of a look at what still needs to be done in order to have a fully functional, self-sustaining thought lot in what used to be a manufacturing building. One issue that continues to need addressed is the area that's not the pads of the old buildings, and finding a better way to have vegetation and or art sculpture on the outside of the building to increase not just the aesthetic value but also the safety by not having vegetation that is not planned vegetation on the outside of the facility. As covered early in this mini documentary, there's still some issues that we need to fix with spouting along the edges of the building and with the roof. Additional patches that need to be done and ongoing maintenance needs to be done on the roof, but once we reach a point where we can patch the remaining holes, then the income generated from the building will allow us to continue maintenance on it. As you can probably see better on the inside, looking up at the roof, there's a major corner in the roof that we need to repair, and also above some of our windows, some ceiling work that needs to be done. Part of the wall that used to be a door needs to be blocked over. The garage door needs to be fixed and covered with a material more suitable for the facility. Walls that will be part of the interior gallery, while already cleaned and prepared for painting, need to be painted using volunteers and additional paint that needs to be purchased. Styrofoam ceiling tiles need to be removed and replaced. As you can see, some of them have been damaged by weather over time, and as we've patched most of the holes in the roof and will continue to have the rest of them done, they need to be taken out and replaced. The floor in the facility will be cleaned and then will be shellacked so that the inside of the facility will still retain the original concrete floor and the lines, but will have a shinier feature and will be easier over time for volunteers that do continued maintenance in the facility to keep clean. What will eventually be a storage area and the boardroom for the Board of Post-Now PA will be completed, along with a continued row of more production facilities for artists to be able to produce art in. It's part of the sprinkler system up there in a second phase. It will eventually be hooked up to allow for the facility to be used for the enjoyment by more people. The idea of Post-Now PA and the Thought Lot started in just the minds of a few local community members. In the past year, the organization has grown in the number of volunteers, supporters, donators, and people that truly want to see something special happen to a building that was a vacant manufacturing facility. This idea is close to being a reality. This idea will have positive change in the community, and with your help, this idea will reach its goal and then be able to be a self-sustaining art center for the community to be able to enjoy and for artists to be able to create art in. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your consideration and any help that you can give to Post-Now PA.